Hi, so welcome and let's have a start of the trading discussions for 20th of July. So today we were able to pick up some good trades, and there are a few things which I wanted to highlight over here. The first of a few of the companies which gave a very good closing is PI Industries, and together with that we have BEL. Both of these trades we took in the last 1 hour, and we made good money. Here we made near about 1.52%, and here we made 3%. Alkem also had a very good profit booking from higher level, but today it was able to cross over 3400. So definitely Alkem is also one of the companies which I would be very much be interested in tracking it in the short term. Apollo Hospital, we identified the trade at 10 o'clock, 10:30 in the morning, and it was a part of Market Watch. So there's nothing new, and this is definitely not a surprise for us. Going forward, I can see that LTI is sort of losing its trend, and it's getting weaker, but that doesn't mean that you have to short it. It's just a matter of the positions which are being made in LTI right now. This looks weaker. ACC also one of the counters we selected at morning, and that actually gave and closed at a very high levels, and it was closed at this high. ये ट्रेड भी हमने सुबह 10:30 बजे आइडेंटिफाई किया था. NTPC is in a box, so there's nothing much. BPCL gave a very good reversal candidate. So maybe going forward, depending upon the crude, which I don't really am optimistic right now. But yeah, Havels also went towards 1100, and this was a very good trade. We identified this over the weekend. ये वीडियो आपको अपर राइट हैंड कॉर्नर में मिल जाएगी. दोनों वीडियोस आज सुबह 10:30 बजे की, और कल हमने जो FN काउंटर्स की डिस्कशन की थी. SRF very good move, closed at all time high, a very strong counter, really making good moves. It seems like Dabur made a reversal, और ये हमने सुबह डिस्कस किया था, and it's able to close above 580 levels. So basically it gave a breakout, and now it has come for the breakout confirmation, and so this looks a really good candidate for short term. National Alum, it was able to hold, so National Alum would be a counter which I would be interested in if it's able to cross 90 convincingly. और Tata Power में भी हम देखते हैं कि it has been making higher highs and high lows, and today it tried to give a breakout. Unfortunately it failed, and so this would be another counter. मैंने टाटा पावर के बारे में ऑलरेडी एक वीडियो एक्सप्लिसिटली बनाया है ऑन लास्ट वीक, तो उसमें आपको इसकी एक्सप्लिसिटली चार्ट पैटर्न डिस्कशन मिल जाएगी. Lupin closed higher, Divi's Lab closed higher, but unfortunately they still don't have the trend, and so is also BharatForge got a dip, and it reversed. So maybe going forward, this is something of a good trade which can come out, and we would definitely be interested in tracking over 815, say for example in BharatForge, because BharatForge in general is a very strong counter, and together with RK Forge also they have been making new all-time highs, new 52-week highs. So basically this is one of the counters you should be in. This is also true for Biocon, and Gujarat Gas is in a box. Sun TV face resistance around about at 540, and it seems like the trend is getting weaker. PEL, Nestle India, all are in the box. CUMMINS India maybe is one of the counters which can give us a very good reversal candidate. CUMMINS Industries, and Petronet also had it was in a box, and today it tried to go inside it, but unfortunately you can see the upper wick over here. There's not much pattern which is coming, so let's go for Mindtree again made an all-time high today, but the trend is getting weaker, so it seems like 2800 for Mindtree is a very tough resistance to break, but again you never know the way this counter has run up. So this looks like it has some more steam left, and this is also true for Coforge over here. So Coforge had a good profit booking from higher levels. We have to see if it's able to move and take support of 4500, because this is also having a resistance at higher levels. So we have to see. And Ultrachem is also one of the other stocks other than ACC which we had identified, and so this also moved towards all-time high, and so has LTTS. The trend is getting stronger in LTTS, so maybe these small candles are actually someone was actually short in Mindtree. I know someone who was short in Mindtree, so uh, hopefully they would be able to see some weakness in Mindtree, and maybe this is going to help them in taking a wrong position against the trend. So yeah, this is again not much. IOC is trying to get a reversal, is forming dojis. So any move over say 108 would be a very good reversal candidate for IOC. But again, I would try to stay away from crude. There's a lot of disruptive news coming in flows, and so as a result of which it's not very safe. ACL Tech actually gave a very good breakout over 1000, and today it was trying to confirm. ACL Tech also posted its result today, so maybe the move tomorrow would be based on the feedback of what the market thinks. State Bank of India gave a very good this is a very strong candle, sort of a spring. So State Bank of India would be definitely in my radar, and that's also true for M&M. You can see it also gave, but again it formed a doji, so it means that the market is undecisive. And so is MGL, Bosch. Actually, we have been tracking Bosch for a move in because you can see this is a contraction which is happening. So maybe in the very near future we will get a very explicit trade in Bosch. Aarti Industries is in a box, 840, 860. And Hindustan Unilever is also trying to get a support. Here Manappuram had a good run up, and then eventually it seems like it's getting some resistance from 190 levels. So we have to see if Manappuram is able to hold 180 levels. Larsen and Toubro also had some profit booking. You can see this upper wick, and also the trend is getting weaker after it ran up to 1600 levels, which is also a all-time high which LT made. So maybe going forward we will definitely be looking into LT. Wipro is also trying to form, and but again you can see this is a very typical contraction is happening in Wipro, which actually moves, which actually suggests that there is a very good move coming in the very short term. We were actually lucky to trade on this candle and on this candle, and then we moved out because of the result. Here we can see Godrej Property also at the top is losing steam, and there's not much happening. APL Limited is basically it's in a very tight box of 50 points over here. So APL Limited is actually a very good trading opportunities to play for this expiry. You can see that it's stuck in a box, and so you can expect that very soon if a move comes, that move will be very genuine move. And this is very true, like what we saw today in L&T Finance Housing, because we were waiting for the contraction and it happened and we traded. So Titan is looking weaker, but again the good thing is there is no positions which are getting added in Titan. And I actually went through a report which was published today, in which the estimates for Titan and Trent, these two Tata companies, they were reported on a negative in a negative light. But these reports are totally meaningless. Auto Pharma is also in a 50-point range. Bata India gave us a good move, and now it's trying to validate the breakout which it had on this 1600 levels. We actually traded Bata India today, and we were lucky to close it at 1635, 1634 levels. We have been carrying it since opening, because this was a trade which we had earlier discussed, and the chances of such a trade is very high. Especially we added more when it was able to go over 1630s. So then we added more. and though the profit was small, but at least it's much better than sitting in the sidelines. Voltas is also in a 50 rupees, but the good thing is Voltas is now consolidating in the C. This is more of a box, and this is a resistance, so it's right now consolidating over here. Granules had a good run, but unfortunately towards the end of the session it had a good profit booking, so you can see a structure like this. SBILIFE also is getting the trend is getting weaker, so maybe going forward we will see if it is able to take out 1050 level, and this would be a very interesting and very good trade to trade in. And I think this is also true for HDFC Life. We will see it has a very similar pattern in terms of the way it is acting near this resistance of 1050. So even HDFC Life has a very similar pattern. Cholafin actually gave us a breakdown from this 1515 and 1520 region, and right now 1510 is closed and it went towards 505. We have to see if it is able to reverse. Actually, today in the morning at 10:30 itself I said stay away from financials and banks, and this is exactly what we will see as we scroll below, because all the banks, AU Bank and Kotak Bank, all the banks will start coming over here. So this is something. Maruti was a very good short trade which we initiated at 7500 levels, where actually I sold the high which was made was on this particular day, so we actually sold 7600 call, and so right now we are just waiting for the time decay this will happen. So this is actually a very good trade which is working in our favor. Even you can see Bank of Baroda is in a downtrend and it seems like it's getting weaker. So maybe Bank of Baroda will try to get a support at 80 levels, but given this market sentiment and the way we have Dow moving, so I won't be too much concentrating on reversal trades for now, because if the stocks are weak, then given any lack of sentiment, they can get more weaker. So rather I would be sticking to stronger stocks, and the stocks which were able to move today even with weakness, and so that would be something interesting. Yesterday we discussed about UBL, and you can see exactly that on Friday it gave a good, but today it's just a bearish candle formed inside this big green candle, and the reason for this is UBL is very near its monthly resistance, and so this is the reason why you see such a structure. We talked about City Union Bank, and I said that though it's weaker and it's in a downtrend, so I expect City Union Bank to give a very good move in the very short term, hopefully in the positive side, but until and unless that happens, we are not going to jump in it. Siemens had a great fall, and you can see Siemens has been able to maintain this 1970-80 levels. It was in a box, and today it just broke the box, so we have to see if it is able to come back from here, but again it won't be a strategy which I would be tracking for 20th of July. India Bull Housing Finance, NMDC, Adani Ports, there's not much. ICICI GI also had a breakdown and it went towards 1500. We were getting shorts from 1606 levels, and so this was also discussed that it's getting weaker, and it seems like it still has more weakness left in ICICI GI. NAM India, you can see it went for all-time high, and today it formed a bearish candle, and the trend is also getting weaker, so I would suggest to stay out of NAM India for now. Canara Bank, just like Bank of Baroda, also gave us a breakdown. You can see it was in this 150, but it gave a breakdown, so we have to see if it is able to reverse quickly and enter again the range it was trading in. HDFC Bank is a doji which has been formed, but it's not near the 2450 levels, so I would be really skeptical for this one. PEL also, you can see it was going down, and then last Friday it gave us a good move, but today again it's a bearish candle which has been formed, but it seems like PEL may be a very good candidate for I don't mean to say it's on the trade which I will take on tomorrow on 20th, but maybe in the near future. Also, you can see Indigo is losing strength. Apollo Tyre is also a very good reversal candidate. It gave us a good move. It eventually went towards 240, and right now it's down to 220 levels. So maybe Apollo Tyre also. Actually, this whole thing is all of these counters, they are all weak, and with today's weakness in Nifty, they actually broke all the important support levels that they had. Ashok Leyland gave us a breakout over 125, and you can see today it closed just at 125. So this might be a good trade, provided it's able to hold the say a low of 123.5 levels. RBL Bank also, you can see, is down, and so is IDFC First Bank. We have discussed all these counters at 10:30 in the morning. We all took short trades on this one. HDFC Life, you can see it is having a resistance at 700, and then it gave us a big fat red candle, and it seems like the levels of 680 can be breached very soon. I want short HDFC Life. Because these counters, they are just very good candidates for buying in dips, and I guess that 15,700 in Nifty would not be breached. Even if there is a cap down opening, still I think towards the expiry it will come towards 15,700. So I won't be actually shorting this, but rather, these counters are really good. You can see that these are strings of red, and as a result of which these actually do suggest that there is a lot of weakness in these counters, just like M&M Finance. HDFC Bank had a fall, and it seems like it's also unable to hold this level of 1475. HDFC AMC also, it gave us a breakout over 3000, and it's trying to gain some support at 3000 levels. And you can see this was the company I was talking about, L&T Finance Housing, and you can see this was a very good move. So it was trading at 96 levels over here, and today it went towards 90. Indus Tower is also looking weak, and this was a trade which we took in the very morning session. Shriram Transport Finance is also one of the companies I tweeted about at 10:30, stating as weak, and you can see it closed near day's low, and this is idea is also trying to get a support from 9, but it's one of the companies I really don't care about. So all in all, you can see that in the top branch we see that there is Apollo Hospital, Alkem, PI Industry, Dabur, Havels, SRF, NATIONALUM. So these are a few of the companies, just like you have ACC and Ambuja Cement over here, and just below it you will see other cement counters. So these, you see Divi's Lab over here, Lupin. So these are some of the very good defensive sectors which is getting more traction, and towards the bottom we see all the financial companies and all the banking names, just like you see is over here. You have Canara Bank, ICICI, GI, NAM India, Axis Bank, IDFC, RBL Bank. So basically it's a more suggestive, you can see big name like HDFC over here. So basically it seems like the market is more on a negative bias rather than on a positive bias. So going forward, as I said, I would my strategy, depending on the mood and sentiment of the market, I would be more interested in buying in dips in companies like PI Industries, ACC, NATIONALUM, BHARATFORG, ALKEM, BEL, and Apollo Hospital. I have to see if BEL move is because of the result, and because I think I saw it somewhere. I have to recheck it, and if that's the case, then definitely BEL won't be in my list. But the good thing is I would also try to look into some of IT companies, just like Coforge, Mindtree, and LTI. And from a banking space, I think State Bank of India looks good to me at these levels and the way it has closed. So it looks much better. Let's look at Reliance. So Reliance closed below 2100 एंड इन वीकेंड में हम लोग एक वीडियो में हम जब डिस्कस किए थे एफ स्टॉक्स के बारे में, जो आपको अपर राइट हैंड कॉर्नर में मिल जाएगी, वहाँ पे मैं बोला था रिलायंस का 2125 2128 एक रेजिस्टेंस है, एंड दिस इज एक्जैक्टली हाउ इट रिएक्टेड टू दैट पर्टिकुलर रेजिस्टेंस लेवल. इट मेड अ हाई ऑफ 2124 एग्जैक्ट. So going forward, that would be my strategy कि SBI लाइफ, अपोलो टायर, PEL, इनको मैं देखूंगा कि अगर रिवर्सल मार्केट में सेंटिमेंट सुधार हुई है, रिवर्सल हो रही है, तो दीज विल बी वेरी गुड काउंटर्स. एल्स आई वुड बी गोइंग फॉर द स्ट्रॉन्ग branch that's like PI Industries, ACC, NATIONALUM, BHARATFORG, Apollo Hospital, BEL, ALKEM. Or reversal के लिए and together with that I also have Mindtree and COFORGE. So these two are also in this same category. And for reversal I would be tracking CUMMINS, Apollo Tire, PEL, IOC, State Bank of India, Larsen and Toublo, and SBILIFE. Hope this video is going to help you in taking your next trade, and my best of luck to you. Bye bye.